A recent forensic audit of 3 Wood County high schools highlights accusations of financial misconduct by school officials. Our Chase Campbell has more.
The Wood County Board of Education met in a special meeting Tuesday night to formally accept a 155-page forensic audit from Perry Forensics. Perry Forensic Director of Quality Control Larry Minks presented the results of the audit, which was solicited by Superintendent Christy Willis in June of last year. Board President Justin Raber said the audit was motivated by concerns about financial transactions at Parkersburg South High School, but its scope soon expanded to include Parkersburg High School and Williamstown Middle High School.
We discovered some issues with certain financial transactions at Parkersburg South High School, and we expanded to include Parkersburg High School and Williamstown Middle High School following additional financial concerns reported at those schools.
The audit report details numerous allegations against the former principals of those schools, Betsy Patterson, Kenny DeMoss, and Jason Ward, including allegations that the administrators misused school funds and changed grades for student athletes. At Parkersburg South, the report says Principal Betsy Patterson paid herself for attending sporting events she was already required to attend as a salaried administrator. She also submitted travel expenses through internal funds to bypass normal oversight processes at the central office level. The audit found Patterson redeemed school Sam's Club cash rewards earned through school purchases for what appeared to be personal items. She then used the school's tax-exempt status when redeeming those rewards, meaning the state never collected sales tax on the purchases. Parkersburg High School Principal Kenny DeMoss used money raised by student parking space fees to pay for staff massages, violating rules for fundraising. The audit also found DeMoss overpaid employees without authorization and inflated student enrollment numbers to obtain excess state funding. The audit also confirmed DeMoss changed grades to allow a student athlete to participate in athletics despite not meeting GPA requirements. At Williamstown Middle High School, the audit found Principal Jason Ward had allowed over 24 students to graduate without earning the required number of credits, lying to a guidance counselor about obtaining waivers to do so. According to the audit report, Ward described these students as having, quote, troubled lives, unquote, and little chance of success in an interview with investigators. The audit also found Ward failed to report abuse incidents to the West Virginia Department of Health and Human Resources, including an incident where students simulated sexual assault on another student. The report also says Ward engaged in online gaming during school hours and made personal use of his school purchase card. The report places significant blame on former Director of Secondary Education Kenneth Cook, who it says rarely visited schools and gave favorable performance reviews despite what auditors called rogue behavior by principals. According to the report, former Superintendent William Hossefluck told investigators Cook was, quote, hesitant to decide, unquote, and didn't spend enough time in schools to understand what was happening. The audit concludes that staff turnover in the finance department and poor communication between central office departments allowed improper payments to continue undetected. When presenting the audit report to the board, Minks commended school staff for their cooperation with the investigation.
The employees that we talked to at all 3 of these high schools demonstrated exemplary cooperation, and I mean they worked with us tremendously at a 100% level throughout our review process.
Minks also commended the superintendent and the board for their transparency. The Wood County Board of Education has not yet commented on what, if any, actions will result from the audit findings. In Parkersburg, Chase Campbell, WTAP News.